Hello everyone, welcome back to BPO interview tutorials, and let's start today with a new concept that is on 10 questions that basically you will get in our interview with regards to the people management. The questions will be asked to team leader, operation manager, assistant manager, and above designation for all the departments like trainer, quality, operations, or WFM. So before moving to the video, I would request everyone to please click on bell icon and the subscribe option so that you will get the notification, and this will definitely help me out. So let's start today's concept, that is on 10 call center management interview questions and the answers for team leader, assistant manager, and operation manager. So let's start with the first question. So we'll go with the question, and I have added answers in a certain points, so you can give your answers by looking to it to the interviewer so that he can or she can get convinced easily. So the first question here is, how can we improve the employee performance? So it's a basic question you will get from the interviewer. So what the interviewer is looking here is to understand like the skills what you have to increase the performance for the employee. So the first point I'll read out here: interviewer want to understand how to you manage your skills to increase the performance of the employees on your team, and how you will bounce back in improving the scores. So first what you will do here, you will do is identify where is a gap. So first you will go with one employee, you will find where is a gap, where is the score dip. You will take out the last 3 months of the scores. You will use the Pareto chart, one of the quality tool, to identify what are the top parameters wherein the person got the error. You will do the such analysis. On the basis of that, you will speak with the employee. If there are multiple employees, you will take a data for the multiple employees. Then after identifying this, you will identify like either it is a will or skill issue. If it is a skill issue, definitely you will go with the refreshers, dip checks, and other activities to improve the scores. And you will also do one-on-one connect with the employee to understand either what is the reason for the sudden dip in the scores, and you will also identify either there is a skill or a will issue here. Now you will also find, you also identified the person is a repeated defaulters. I would suggest you will also follow the you should also follow the bottom quartile management. So if you do this, definitely uh, the person will try to improve the scores. Also having a team gather sessions, playing some games with the employees to see either like the person is getting demotivated, or he's only finding that the work life is not getting balanced. If that is the situation, spend some time with the employees, have some sessions, have some fun sessions also, that will actually boost up the mentality, and the person will feel somewhere relaxed. Identify if there is any demotivation in the employee behavior, check the reason behind it. So these are the activities I will actually do if I want to improve the employee scores. There are many more, guys. I'm not stopping you out to find it from the Google, but these are the few you can tell in front of the interviewer. Let's move to the second question. How to set a goal to your team, and what are the method you will use? So basically, suppose you are a team, and there are certain goals or certain targets or certain priorities that to be set. How you will gauge it, and how you will inform to your team members. So the first what I will do, I'll check what are the big responsibilities or what are the small responsibilities, or big goals or small goals. After gathering all the information, I will tell all the information to the employees in one meeting room, so that everyone will get the same information. There should be not a partiality or anything that I told information to the few employees and few are still pending. So what I'll do, I'll give this information in next 3 to 4 more hurdles so that all the employees will get covered. Third, I will set the deadlines, and I will share the reports on time so that I can show the progress of the particular task. So for an example, that I gave the task to the employees, like the routing percentage are really high for all the employees or most of the employees. So what I'll do, I'll share them the deadlines, that this is a deadline, this is the targets you have to achieve, and you have to gradually follow all the rules. Like you have to take the support from the SME QA before routing any of the call, email, chat, whatever it is. Okay, so on the basis of that, every day or every 2 days, every alternate day, I will share the routing percentage report with the employees so that they will check out so where they are lagging out, either the score got improved or not. So I will also see either the goals are like a daily or weekly or a monthly basis. On the basis of the priority of the goal, I will also assign the things to the employee on the basis of the task. If I speak about the monthly goals, there will be a stacks. If I speak about the weekly goals, there might be a production of the weekly employee. If I speak about the daily goal, the daily target, what they have to achieve. So in this way, we will speak and will set the expectation to the employees. Engagement activities to be done, guys, so that they will feel motivated. And we also see like either the goals are related to like somewhere OTs or anything, we should also give them some rewards or awards so that they will identify the goal is valuable for them and they will focus on it. One more point I did not added here. I will also suggest before going with the goals, we should always explain about the business perspective, or else why we are doing this. We should give this information to the employees so that they will feel okay. This is we are doing for this particular reason. So they should understand behind the goals. Let's move to the third point, which is how to handle the customer complaint. So you have seen this. This is a very critical situation. We have to see, like, let's go with the example here. On the basis of that, I'll give you the solution. Consider like the person is taking a call, and the customer is not happy with the solution, or might be he felt demotivated, he lost some money, something happened here. So how we will solve such kind of queries? So let's see here. This type of questions interview will ask, so that he can understand, or the interviewer can understand the pulse of you, how you can handle the tough situation or the tough customers. You also see that the answer should involve the realistic step. You will not mislead the customer, you will not give false information to the customer, so that he will understand, okay, this is the policy and due to which this particular issue occurred. To resolve the customer complaint, I would first understand the customer query completely, what he actually is saying. I'll do empathize and sympathize in front of the customer, so that I will give him faith. Okay, I'm the right person who is giving the information, and I will definitely try to solve his issue. I'll give that particular faith to the customer. Then post getting the issue understood, I will try to see what the past activity was done due to which the issue was not solved, and if that is pending from any of the department, or like they're taking much time, I will escalate the issue. If there is anything which I can do at a real time, I will fix it on the same time. I will document over the email as well, and I will send an email to the customer that the issue is fixed. Otherwise, what I'll do, if something which happened already wrong, wherein customer will not get any benefit here, so if there is a company or a process wherein we can give some coupons or some refund to the customer, we will try to do that, so that the customer feel somewhere satisfied that okay, something got because of the losses. If there is something which is against the policy, suppose like if you see like in the Amazon, there is no return for the mobile phones, we can only have a replacement, and the customer is asking for the return, which is nowhere possible. So we will go to the guidelines, we will ask customer to open this particular guidelines, we will ask him to read the points there. Then we will try to explain him, okay, this is the policy, we have to be other. If we are not adhering it, definitely we can't do anything here, and we will empathize and sympathize to the customer in order to solve his particular issue. So in this way we will handle the complaint on the customer depending upon the situation. Let's move to the fourth question, that is what if the client has given you the quality target of 98% during the first phase of the pilot process? So let's consider it's a new process, and the employees have done their training and they are moving to the nesting phases. So it's a pilot process for you. Client directly told you it's a 98% is your target. Now, post understanding the situation of the process, post looking to the criticality of the process, post checking everything, might be there may be a situation wherein you might not achieve 98% in the first go. Gradually you might achieve, that is definitely you can do, but at a first instance you will not able to achieve. So what you will do, so first you have to check all the severity, everything, the type of the volumes you are getting, the type of the calls you are getting. You have to keep a track of everything, so that if you are failed to achieve the 98%, you should have a data ready with you, you should have all the answers available. On the basis of that, what we will do, we will show the glide path to the customer. We will tell them a first phase, in the first week we will achieve 92, then 96, then 98. This is actually a glide path, we are showing the improved trend. In this way we will improve the scores, we will edit. So but how the client will agree on this, post looking to all your analysis what you guys have done. On the basis of that only the client will agree. So always try to have your data ready. If you have a data ready, for an example, I'll give you one more situation here. What happened, we got a multiple gray area scenarios. Gray area which means we do not have any answers in our knowledge guide, and we got a multiple calls or emails about it. Employees have taken the actions on the basis of the assumption. What happened at the end, the quality got impacted. So what you have to do here, as an a quality person, what I'll do, I'll keep all the errors what we have received, I'll keep a track of it. I will drop an email to the client. I will suggest there are total 50 audits happened, out of which we have received 20 errors. Which means, suppose we have received 25 errors, which means our quality stands at 50%. But out of these 25 errors, if I remove these 10 errors, or else if I remove these 15 errors which are completely gray area, my score is moving up to the 90% approximately. So those 15 cases, why these are the gray area? Because those were not available in the knowledge guide, and we do not even have a relevant information also. So employees took the call on the basis of their understanding. So this is need to be done. But one more situation comes here. The client may say, why you did not highlighted the real time? So here the SME or the production team leader have to understand, if you find any gray area scenarios wherein employees don't have any answers for it, they should highlight all these over the email to the client on the real time basis. So in this way we will gauge and we will inform to the client, and at the end the glide path will help you out, and we can tell that okay, these are the particular reasons due to which our score will not get improved, and we want a glide path wherein we will go with 92% with the first phase, then 94, 96, then 98. We will try to achieve the targets. So in this way we have to see, and we have to also see the flow of the volumes. If the volumes are like we are getting back to back volumes, because in the nesting phases people may need a time, they might miss the EHT also. So we have to track at the all the perspective. So in this way you can give these answers, and definitely interview will try to understand your solution what you are giving to him. Let's move to the fifth question, which is how to control the attrition rate in the team. So this is a very, very important question. I have seen like in the most of the interviewers will ask this particular question. Attrition basically, which means the employee want to move. There are two type of attrition: voluntary and non-voluntary attritions. Voluntary, wherein the person will keep the paper and he will leave regardless whatever days it is, and non-voluntary, wherein the person did not inform directly, he or she got absconded. So this is non-voluntary attritions. So there are multiple ways we can stop the attritions. Just you have to think here guys, why a person will take the attrition, why a person want to move. If I am as an employee, why I want to move? The first thing what will come in my mind is salary. What I'm getting here, if I'm getting something good outside, definitely I'll try to move. This is the one thing. Second, why I always think about the salary, why not about the career growth? So this will also be a question here. Example, if you're working as an suppose you're working as a team leader and you are getting approximately 6 to 7 lakhs per annum, okay, which is, I cannot say okay this is a good salary or might be a more than enough, but still if you find there is a career growth, definitely you will not switch, you will try to be there. So what I feel here is the career growth is important. How you will get a career growth? Definitely a company should provide a few skill development courses, certifications like Six Sigma certification, MS Excel related courses, project management courses, courses related to trainers, quality, 7 quality tools, many more things are there. If the person is doing such kind of courses, definitely that will help the person in grooming himself for the IGPs. So you can see here the first 3 points: skill development certification should be done. Secondly, the person should be understood the business goal and the success. For an example, if I say, if you're working with a big MNC which is amazing like Microsoft or something, tell me one thing, definitely there will be a, like the level of work will be a different. Suppose you're working with a Google, and if you're working with a startup company, so always you should motivate your employee. If you're working with the MNC or any of the company, you should motivate that what the business goal actually is, what kind of employees they are looking, what is the future here if you're working here, and if you're not moving within 1 year or 2 years, if you're giving your tenurity, a good level of tenurity here. Third, promotions, progress, IGPs, I already told you. Fourth point, you can see management style and employee satisfaction. That is much needed. If employee is not satisfied, definitely he will try to jump. So we have to see if what are the issues employees facing here. If those issues are we are able to solve, we have to solve it. If not, we have to highlight that to the management so that they can take a necessary steps there, and they will try to support us. Work life balance mandatory required, because if that is not there, definitely the person will try to move. Rewards, awards on a monthly and quarterly basis on the basis of performance, that should be done here, so that employee will feel motivated if he's getting some rewards or any goodies or anything there. And so this is one optional point I have added, what I felt post my experience. Nowadays we have multiple health issues, and what I felt here is, for the employees, most of the time they will give only insurance to the employees, and some of the companies they will give insurance to their parents as well as their spouse also. So if there are best insurance support which are providing, I feel this is the best thing you can get, and you should stay. So I won't say this will also be a part of the attrition, but this is just a point I'm adding out here. Basic need for the employee. So you have seen like most of the companies are providing free food, two-way transport, night shift allowances, many things they used to provide, but few of the companies don't provide. So we have to see that particular thing also, but again that depend on process to process, company to company, and we cannot force even. But this is again an optional point, I can say, not mandatory point. This, the above 2 points are the optional point. Inform employees about the long-term benefit in the company. If I spend long time here, what will be the benefit here? Provide the best training and wellness support to avoid the mental pressure. We have to see if the employee is facing any issue. So these all points you can speak in front of the interviewer so that we can have a control on the attritions. So one more point I did not add it. So here we have to also see the performance of the employee. We have to see the targets what he is achieving, and like what kind of focus he is keeping to in order to achieve the targets, what kind of ideation he is sharing. Everything we have to explain to the employees. We should have a connect with the employees so that we can motivate them, so that they will feel like working with this organization definitely give us a benefit, and there might be a possible chances the person will not try to move out. Let's move to the sixth point: how to manage two high important and critical tasks at the same time. You're working as a manager or team leader or higher designation, you got two tasks at the same time. Now the client gave you the deadline, like you have to give me within 24 hours, and both are important for you. What you will do here? So what I suggest here is, first thing, this should not be a panic situation. You shouldn't be feel panic. Array, how should I start this? What should I do here? The first thing, you should understand both the task. You should see the severity of the task. I know both are critical, but there might be a situation wherein few tasks can be doable very easily, few tasks may take some time, so you have to divide those tasks in the basis of it. Now you are working as a manager, team leader, or might be assistant manager from the operation, so you have other pillars to support you, like quality, training team, SMEs. You have employees also. If that work need to be done with your employees, you should also have a WFM team. You have to assign all the tasks between all the team member. You should have a connect in one meeting room, explain them these are the tasks, this is the severity, this is the deadline we have received from the client. Hand over them all the tasks which can be done by the other department. Now what you have to do here is, you have to track the progress. Whenever certain works has been completed, you have to keep a track of it. You have to collect all the data at a time if needed. If that is related to data related task, you have to keep everything ready. Timely basis, you have to share update. Like if I say the client has given you 24 hours of the deadline, you should always proactively, like you can ping to in the hangouts or any of your chat platform, or else you can email to the client within 3 to 4 hours as per the company policies what they have suggested for you. You just inform them this is the progress on this particular task, all the both the task. So in this way you can gauge if those tasks are related to higher management, which means not able to do by all the departments what you have. You should write an email to your higher management to seek a support. You can also arrange a meeting with them to ask them the situation of the task. Post aligning all the task, all the department, you should always share a report to the client on a timely basis. In this way you should complete your all the critical task on a time. But the main thing here is you should have a eye on all the work which is getting done by other department, by yourself also, so that you can give all the information on a timely basis. There might be a situation you'll not able to do a task within 24 hours, but still you have to share the progress, and should ask the extension for the deadline with the reason, like I have completed 60% of the task, this task is pending from this particular department, or might be some data is missing, the tool is not loading, or there might be a technical issue, whatever it is, you should mention and take the extension there. On the basis of that, you have to tackle out all those critical tasks. Last, post if you complete all the tasks on time, I would suggest you should share a thank you email to all your internal team supporting on both the critical tasks. I won't say all the tasks you should send an email, at least a thank you notes in your hangout group or WhatsApp group, so that all will feel like yes, the person is always supporting us, motivating us in terms of giving the task, and also appreciating everyone if we are completing all the tasks on time. So I would suggest this should be done if you get two important tasks at the same time. Let's move to the seventh question: How to handle dispute between two co-workers. You might find this situation, I'm telling you, if you are working as a manager or above designation. So first you have to understand what is the reason behind it. If needed, get both the employees in one meeting room, have an open discussion. If you find no, this is somewhere critical, like open discussion, how you can do here is, you can see I have added 2 points here, one, two, three, four, sixth point. If the conflict is due to the task which is given to both the employees, and both are feeling like, why should I do, why should you do, why the more task is given to me, 60% is task given to me, 40% is task given to, such kind of discussions we can do in an open meeting. We can tell them, okay, let's divide the task 50-50% and set the deadline there. Second, if the conflict is because of, or the dispute is because of the shift or a week off something, this also can be done openly between both the employees and you in one meeting room. You can tell them, okay, this month you will follow this shift and week off, next month we'll give opportunity to the other person, and in this way we will solve such kind of issues. If there are some situations wherein we cannot discuss between all the team members, what we have to do here is we have to connect one on one to the employee. We have to take the inputs from the first employee, we have to take inputs from the second employee. On the basis of that, we have to determine the what is the real problem, we have to identify the solution, what we can do here. And we can also see if such kind of, if there are conflict which can be auto solved by those two employees, wherein you should sit outside and let both them sit inside and come up to one agreement point, okay, this can be done here. This is also a possible situation. So in this way we will try to solve. By end of the day, you will identify what are the area of the agreements, and how they both have agreed to the point. Take it on the email so that both will not come up again and tell, this was not discussed earlier." And follow up if needed later on to check either there are still the conflict persist or else it is resolved. If it is critical to the business, which is very risky, suppose which is like which is personal something, I would suggest you should include the HR and have a discussion close. So in this way you will try to solve the dispute between the two co-workers. Let's move to the eighth question, which is how to become the best manager of your team. So this is amazing question, guys. You have to understand, you cannot satisfy all your 100% of the employees with your work. Definitely, there are one or two employees who always feel demotivated, or they will always feel like favoritism or anything. But yes, you can be a best manager. To be frank, how you can become? First thing, you should be a transparent in terms of all the information what you guys are, what you're telling to your employees. It shouldn't be like you're telling with two employees and other employees don't know what the information was shared. Favoritism kind of thing shouldn't be there. Second, you always available for your team, whatever support they require, regardless if you're on the leaves or a weeks. Yes, something critical wherein you're not able to give respond to your employees, you should give the information, in my absence you should connect to XYZ person. You should always understand the issues or the concerns and try to solve their issues as soon as possible if feasible. If not, set the expectations very very clearly and make sure the support what you provided to them they also provide to you. Always share the reports, all the progress reports towards their work, the quality, the production, the utilization, the late logins, everything, whatever it is. Always share the reports on time. Always have a discussions with your team members, one on one if required. If not, share the information in the huddle. What will happen here? All your employee feel like my manager is very supportive and he want to share all his information on time, due to which I am improving my scores, which is very good thing. I'm not saying all the employee will feel this. Somewhere feel like he is doing a micromanagement. But yes, somewhere it is necessary. If you do this, your employees will not come and tell, I'm not aware about this information. Avoid conflicts in the team. Share proper communication to all. There should not be a favoritism. Help your team member in career growth. Have a training sessions if required related to the MS Excel. Or I would suggest if you're going for the huddle 30 minutes, which is planned, I would suggest always spend 5 minutes on the training session. You should teach them one Excel formula every day. You should teach them one Six Sigma related activity every day. You should teach them some people management every day. What employees will feel here, rather than doing in call centers, like they will do the same activity every day for the entire year. If you guide them some additional information, definitely they will feel like, yes, he is my tutor or she is my tutor, and definitely she will or he will try to learn the new things here. On any high escalation, try to be very calm, understand the perspective of the issue, understand the problem of the person, give your answers in smiling faces, and then not shout on the employees. If that is very critical, which is beyond to your hand, solve it, but it's in a professional manner, so that employee feel that okay, my manager tried level best to help me out, but something which happened very bad, which cannot be solved, and I need to leave the organization. If employee feel, but still there will be a respect for the manager that yes, my manager tried my level best to solve my issues. Be strict with the issues, with the will issues, related to the employees. See, you will find few employees there will be will issues to them. Try to solve, try to give the feedback one, two, three times. If they still find no, they are not able to understand, I would suggest take it on email. But if you're taking that on the email, make sure if you're doing with one, you should follow for the other employees also, so that there should be not of like you are pointing out one employee here. Have a team outing like tea break, like you should have a chill time with the employees, in a like break time you should have a dinner potluck, many things you can do so that your employees will feel okay, it's a happy place to work. And make sure your all the employees follow the work life balance, and everything is in a proper place. So if you do all those such activities, I'm not telling these are the end of the activities, there are many more you can do. Let's move to the ninth question. What additional activity you would like to do apart from your daily task as a leader? So this particular task are apart from your all the additional activity what your managers give you, what are the BAU activities you do. BAU, which means business as usual. These are the additional which you want to show, and which will give you a limelight, or I can say which will give you an additional focus from the management. So what I suggest here is, you should have a IGP training for all the members, all the employees, or else your team members, in a training session you should conduct. Because I personally felt here, uh, they will raise the IGPs, management will raise the IGPs there, but there will be no sessions wherein we can guide them what kind of interview questions will be there. Suppose a person applied for the quality, the person should know what are the 7 quality tools. Such kind of training session you conduct, and this activity you can do. Second, there should be some paid certifications which company can provide, or else free certification company can provide. Third, we can also see like, sharing the ideation to improve the process, identifying the loopholes that will impact the business, uh, create a business case for it, and show in front of the management in a way of presentation. Definitely it will give you a boom to your particular role, because your management will think he's thinking out of the box, and learn and work uh, on your manager activities, so that you can prepare yourself for the next role. Suppose you are working as a team leader, always try to learn new activities like working on the WBRs and all additional tasks, so that you can groom yourself for the next role. Always give time to yourself, play games. I would suggest this all tasks you should always do apart from the daily task. The last question I would say, what are the most challenging part of managing for you? Example, like you're working as a manager, there might be a many challenges you will identify. So I have listed down few challenges, I would just read it out here. You can explain or specify whatever you felt this was a challenging for you. Suppose decreased performance level, few will feel this is a challenge for me, few will take it as an task to improve the scores. Being understaffed, this might comes guys, but I don't want to discuss this at that level, because see, it totally depends on your mentality as well, or might be your management as well. Lack of communication, poor teamwork, pressure to the team, absence of structure, time management, improper support or inadequate support, and then difficult employees you have, wherein you will find many difficult employees and you are not able to manage them, and transition from co-worker to manager, weak workplace structure. Many points are there guys, you just have to pick out one or two in front of the interviewer and tell them these are my challenging part. So today we have seen in detail about the 10 tasks, 10 particular questions which you might get if you're applying for the like team leader, SME, or above role like assistant manager and operation manager. I would suggest, see, I have gone through in deep to explain you guys. I would suggest whenever you speak in front of the interviewer, you should pick all this point and speak, so that he or she will understand the perspective, the agenda, the deep behind the answer what you guys are telling out. So this is all about the 10 important questions on the people management. If you still have any doubt, please share comments in the feedback. And on my effort, on my efforts, I would request everyone at least please share thank you in the comment section and like the video. It will be really helpful for me, guys. Also check out our Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn and WhatsApp channel, guys. You will be finding many information related to the job vacancies. And also check out the playlist. You will find 190 plus videos which will help you in cracking the interview for the different verticals. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.